Hello, my name is Katie and welcome to Skeptical Yarn. So in this video, I want to start tackling the huge job that is organizing and logging my entire yarn stash. So I've been crocheting for a few years now and knitting for a couple as well. So I have amassed a pretty significant it's not huge, I don't think, but it's also definitely not small amount of yarn. And I haven't really done too much organizing with it, except, I mean, in my physical space, I do have it mostly organized and contained, and I mean, not necessarily grouped by fiber, but for the most part, maybe. Today, I want to really sit down and specifically examine all of the yarn that I have, weigh it, find out how much of each yarn that I have, and log it in my Ravelry stash. I want to do this so that I have a digital library of all the yarns that I have, so that I am able to look through that rather than look through my physical stash when needed, so that I'm able to see what kind of yarns I need for upcoming projects, see what kind of yarn I might want to buy for upcoming projects, that sort of thing. Also, just to control my yarn purchasing in general, because I feel like if I can't if I don't really know how much of a specific yarn I have, it makes it difficult for me to then decide if I should be buying it or not. Another thing is, in the new year, one of my goals is to cut down my acrylic stash by half, which is going to be a challenging thing to do. I am hoping to make some videos on that, trying to get that stash down. I've been trying to move more towards natural fibers, just a personal preference of mine. So yeah, and I wanna make room for one, finished projects, because I am running out of room for those, and two, more yarn that I actually want to use and feel excited to use. Tools I have at the ready: I have my laptop prepped on my Ravelry page, ready to go. I also have a handy food scale for measuring any incomplete skeins of yarn. And yeah, we're just gonna get started. So today I am in front of my closet because I have a few bins of yarn in here. Alright, so I'm gonna call it 6 bins of yarn in my closet here. I actually do go to a library near me, and I do crochet programs with the kids there, so I teach them how to crochet. So I do have yarn that I've bought specifically for that. I think I am going to count it in my total yarn stash, because I don't necessarily separate it too much. Like, if there's a color in that stash that I need or something like that, I don't have a problem with using it, because it is yarn that I'm buying with my own money, and the library pays me to make up for that amount. So it technically is mine, and I can do whatever I want with it. I also usually will bring yarn to the class from my own stash, so from my acrylic stash that I, maybe didn't intentionally or initially buy with the intention of using it for the class. So I'm going to count literally every single skein of yarn that I have, no matter what it's for. Hi, I'm down here now. Okay, so bin number 1. Okay, the bins in my closet here are miscellaneous for the most part. I actually have a lot of wool in here, which, like this wool, for example, I actually got a couple years ago or maybe 1 year ago, at a local craft swap that my library was doing. So I have a bunch of this wool yarn in red, pink, and white. I definitely have more in other bins. So, and most of it is not labeled anymore, so we're gonna have to measure it. I'm gonna see if I can find one that has a label on it. I do believe that it's the same as this yarn. So this is the pink color. It is Icelandic soft spun, pure new wool. The label looks very outdated, so I don't know if it's still a thing. I don't know if it's discontinued. The label says that it's going to be 50 grams, so I'm going to test that out. Oh, okay. It's under, actually, so maybe it's partially used. I'm going to take this thing off. 45 grams. Alright, you know what? I'm going to get a piece of paper to add this stuff up. What did I say? 46, I think it was? Yeah, it was 46 without the label. We have 46 plus, so this is pink that has been used. Zero it again. That is 22.5 grams. And another skein of the pink, 50, so this one's complete. 50. Okay, I don't know if I have more. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have more in here. I'm probably gonna try to consolidate these because I don't like that they're separated because it makes it harder to see how much I have. But I guess now that I'm logging it digitally, it will be easier. This should be 50 grams. 52. 50. 50.5. A little extra. Plus 50. Actually, let's see how much a label is because. Oh. Alright, a label is 2 grams. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I can subtract 2 grams from everything. Alright, let's see this one. 50.5, so that's going to be 51. That's going to be 49 grams. Oh wow, that's a lot. Plus 50, 4.5. Wow, okay, I have a lot of this pink. 46.5, so 44.5. And 47 grams. Alright, I think that's all the pink we have. Right? Yep. Okay, so that's all the pink Icelandic that we have. Gonna add it up. Oh, I need a calculator now too. I'll use my phone, my laptop, because I'm using my phone to film. Let's see. Okay. 46 plus 22.5 plus 50 plus 50.5 plus. Okay, so that's 414 grams. And it doesn't say how many yards that is at all. Like, there's no yardage or meterage anywhere on the label. So, I don't know. Shade 23, lot 237. I'm gonna write that down too. Not the lot. Shade 23. Icelandic. Because maybe I can find it in Ravelry, even if it's discontinued. So we have the red as well, which I'm pretty sure is the same brand. It feels the same, looks the same, comes in the same amount roughly. So let's weigh these. I'm gonna call this Icelandic red. So maybe no labels, so it's 53 plus 52 plus 28 plus 50 plus 51 plus, there's a ball here, what do I use this for? If I use it, I might not have, not me. Plus 5, 4.5 equals, let's add that up. Alright, so that I have 238.5 grams. Okay. And last but not least, I also have a skein of the white color in the same brand. And that is going to be a complete skein. So that is 53 grams. So I'm going to put them all together in one bin. And if you have any ideas of what I could use this yarn for, please let me know. It's very scratchy, so I wouldn't make anything that sits right up to the skin. I was thinking of making a like chunky vest with the red color. I thought maybe that could be nice. I don't really use pink a lot. I don't really wear a lot of pink, so I don't know if I would do a vest with that one. But you never know, I guess, when inspiration will strike. So that is all good and tucked in there. So now the rest of the stuff that was in that bin, I have this Winter Glow from Hobie yarn. I really love this yarn. I used it to make the Heartless top by Emma Yeager, which was really fun. And I really didn't use a lot of it for the whole, it's like a vest top sort of thing. For the whole thing, I used less than one skein of this, so I still have plenty. But I'm pretty sure this is complete, so I'm just going to say that this is, it's 200 grams, so that is a lot, which is 700 meters. And then let's add this. It's 50 grams. So about 250 grams of Winter Glow in the color 3. I'm not going to put that in the bin with the wool. I'll keep that separate. Oh, by the way, this is 51% wool, 49% acrylic. So it's pretty nice. I also just had this random bit of purple chenille yarn. This I used to make a gift for my mom a while ago, and I am going to keep it because I'm thinking of remaking the gift eventually, because I made it when I wasn't that very good at crocheting or amigurumi. So I'm going to keep this, and let's just see how much it weighs. I can get it all on the scale. So that's 80 grams. Purple. I think it's Bernat Blanket, but I'm not quite sure. Bernat Blanket, question mark. Purple, 80 grams. And I'm just going to shove this in the wool bin, because there's only a little bit of space. Okay, so that is good. Okay, there's that. The last thing that was in bin number 1 is this thing of black cotton thread, which I'm not going to put back in these bins, but I will weigh it. 75 grams. I have a separate place for cotton, so I will put this there. Okay, so we have one bin done. Cool. So I'm going to get this one out now. Alright, I want to count up the stuff that I have for my crochet classes first, just so I can put it away and put it at the bottom because I don't have another class for a little while. So I measured these out to be 50 grams each about for the kids, so let's just see if that's accurate. Okay. Yeah, okay. And this yarn is... I forget what brand it is, but I will look after and maybe put it on the screen or something if anybody wants to know. 1 grams. This should just be, this is probably just Red Heart Super Saver. I did crochet a little bit of a granny square with it, probably to demonstrate. 48.5. Brown, 46. Yellow, 45. Alright, let's see other stuff. And then we have complete skeins as well. So this is some Red Heart, Super Saver, 198 grams. Red Heart Blue Wave. 98 grams. If I could move those over here, that would be great. And then Red Heart Saffron. 198 grams. And then this too, Bonus Chunky. Hayfield Bonus Chunky. 100 grams. In the color white. Okay. So I'm going to squish all that in there. Then I don't have to worry about it. Oops. Also this one. Black. And same thing. And black. This fit. Will this fit? Okay. Good enough for me. Right now, looking at this bin. All of this yarn in this bin too, I got secondhand, either from library craft swaps or I also found them at the thrift store, which was a really cool find. I found this cotton crochet thread there and this ball of, it's 70% merino, 20% mulberry silk, 10% cashmere. It's a really small skein, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I saw it and I was like, I'm taking this. That is Sugar Bush Bliss. And I also found, these in there, which are, it was made in Peru. This is 100% mulberry silk yarn. Really cool. Not really colors that I would use, but again, like I found silk at the thrift store. Like I can't pass that up. So I got it. And it also came with like a bunch of this yarn too, which I think is cotton, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be like, I don't really know actually. Maybe it's like cotton and wool. I don't. Oh, one of them. Oh, they actually have the wrappers. Wait, okay. So this is. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's. Again, this might be discontinued. I have no idea. It's called Hush Tweety. 49% cotton, 31% mohair, 20% silk. So really interesting. I have quite a few skeins of that. So let's write that down. So let's see, I have these. So it seems like each of these are 77 and 77.5 grams. Or 77? Just 77. So what's 77 times 2? 154. 154 grams of that, and this is the color. I don't know if Celadon is the color. Celadon? Okay. So we have those. And I'm just going to put them aside, I guess, for now. Let's do... Oh, we do this one next. This one should be about 50 grams. Yes, 51. I'll count that as a label then. Sugar Bush Bliss. Sugar Bush Bliss, Sugar Bush Bliss. Pear, in the color pear. Pear, 50 grams. I do actually want to take pictures of all this stuff, so I think I'm going to do that after I film because I am using my phone to film. So I'm just going to have to deal with that. Now let's do a Tweety. Hush Tweety. Hush Tweety. Oh, I think Hush is just the color. So I don't know. I guess the brand is Tweety. So in this purpley color, I have about 101.5 grams. And then in this pink color, I just have 34 grams. And this color is, let's find out, this color is Evening Pink, or Alchemy. Wait, Alchemy Tweety? I'm confused. I'm confused. 33 grams it's saying now. Okay, so we have those. The silk should be 50 grams. Correct. Pearl Soho. Pearl. Shive Blossom. 50 grams. And then this one should also be 50 grams. Yeah, I'll call it 50 grams. And this is the color Blue Juniper. Cool. I don't know what I'm going to make with these. Again, if you have suggestions, let me know. Pure silk. Very cool. This we did. This is more yarn that I think I bought for the crochet classes. This is going to be, it's Stylecraft Special Chunky. So this color, mustard. Mustard has 106.5 grams, and this color, 104.5. Pale rose. Okay. Last but not least in this bin, I have these 4 balls of Yarn Art Harmony. This I also got secondhand. It's really pretty. I just, again, I don't really know what to do with it yet. It's not really colors that I wear, but I thought it was beautiful. Thinking of maybe I can make a gift with it or something eventually. There's quite a bit of variability on the skeins as well, so that's interesting. Or the donuts, I guess they would be. Pretty sure these are all unused, probably about 50 grams each. So I'm just gonna say that. Yarn Art Harmony. How many is this now? This is color A4. So 200 grams about of that. Okay. Now in this bin I'll put more. I'll put the Winter Glow. I will put this in there. And yeah, I'll put that aside for now. Because I think I want to put this cotton, all this like cotton and silk yarn in a different bin, just to separate it all. Okay. This one's packed. Ooh. Next. So in here I have some more recent stuff. I have this ball of, or cake of mohair that I got from a local yarn shop. I used a little bit of it, so let's see how much is left. Okay, 42.5 grams. And this is the color Ginger Snap. I remember that. 42.5 grams. Put that back in here. This I'm going to throw in with the wool bin over here. I also have some of this leftover Karen cake yarn. It's a Karen Blossom cake in the color Tide Pool, which I used to make a sweater. I'm keeping it around because I do want to make the sleeves on the sweater longer. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Let's see how much we have of that. Karen Blossom cake Tide Pool. 117 grams. I'll call it a label. I have these two caked skeins of hand-dyed yarn, I believe. I'm not sure which company it's from. Let's find out. This is 7th Floor Yarn. That's the company. Color is Jungle. So it's mostly superwash merino, 20% nylon, 15% yak. And I do have an idea for this, for a project. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But should be unused. I have 206.5 grams of that. This I'm going to throw in with the wool bin as well. Okay. Then we also have 2 unused cakes of the Karen Macchiato cake. So currently using one of these to make a Sophie hood. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting to one. One cake might finish my entire project, but I'm not sure, so I'm keeping them around. After the project, I might return what I have. I'll definitely still have one whole one. But these two should be 227 grams, which is what together? Let's just add that. 227 times 2. Oops. Oh no. Alright, 227 times 2. That is Karen Macchiato. This is the color Nourish. 454 grams. And then I also have a skein of this yarn, which I got from a local yarn store. It was on sale. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it is, if I remember correctly, like a summery type yarn. 103.5. I don't know what the brand is, but I can definitely find it, I think. I probably have it written down somewhere. And it's very, very, very thin. Like, it might even be a lace weight, I would say. It's very thin. But we have 102.5 grams of that. Okay. I'm going to keep this stuff together. Getting crowded. All right. Here I have an unfinished work in progress that I intend to finish in the future eventually. I'm not going to count this until I go through all my whips, so I'm going to set this aside. And I have a bunch of this rainbow yarn here. I don't remember what the brand is, but again, I could probably find it if I just look it up a little bit. So let's just weigh it. It's like a chunky weight. So chunky rainbow white yarn. So 308 plus see if we can stack it up. 308 plus 592, which is going to be a large number. So that is 900 grams of that yarn. Wow. A lot of that. I think I'm going to make a cat bed or like a cat pod out of that eventually. There's that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to squeeze this in there too. Just because I can. So I think I'll put all the silky yarns, cotton in here. I do have separate for cotton, but I don't want to forget that I already counted all of this before. Okay. Close. Alright, and the last bin will be pretty easy because it's just 3 skeins of Bernat blanket. Mostly unused. This one's definitely unused, but let me just double check. 318 grams. Oh, it says supposed to be 300. I guess the label's probably pretty heavy though. I'll just count what it says on the label. So, Bernat blanket. This is the color Sonoma. 300 grams. And these ones are used. So this is the color pale gray. And I have 235 grams of that. And then in the color Vintage White, we have 263 grams of that. Okay, so we've gone through all my bins in my closet, which is nice. I will see you in a few days from now when I tackle another section. Hi, this is Editing Katie. So I decided to split the video into 3 different videos. So this one is just gonna be me going through my closet, and then I have 2 other sections in my room where I have my yarn. So I'm filming those separately and uploading those separately. So this is part 1. So thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. It was definitely more of like a chill video, so let me know if you liked that or if you like the more structured videos. Yeah, and if you are interested in any of this yarn, I might be willing to part with some of it, either selling or trading, so definitely let me know in the comments if you are interested. And yeah, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!